Sue, how are you doing today?
I'm doing good. How about you?
I'm doing great. Today we are here to talk a little bit about a crop grown right here in McHenry County.
How about a recipe? Are we going to make a recipe?
You betcha. We are actually going to make a recipe with something using soybeans.
Soybeans. I'm not exactly sure I know too much about soybeans.
All right, well, I'm going to share a little information with you.
Okay.
All right, so a soybean, when it's ready to harvest, it's going to look like this on a plant. You'll see it's a nice brown plant, and there are lots of little pods on here. All right, if you take one of the pods off, you'll see the inside of it is all these little soybeans. All right, and this is what the soybeans look like.
But they grow in pods.
They grow in pods, exactly. And they're not actually beans, they're a legume, like a pea. Exactly. Yeah, the pea family. All right, and in the springtime, the farmer will actually spread, plants these beans in the field, all throughout the field.
That's the seed.
Yes, the seed. The seed is actually the bean, which is pretty neat,
yes,
I think.
Very cool.
All right, so that farmer is going to spread the beans all throughout the field, and that seed is going to germinate. All right, once it germinates, it's going to pop out of the soil and a sprout, and then that sprout, with enough water and sunlight, is going to turn into a seedling. And then that seedling is going to grow into a bush that's going to be about waist high. All right, and then little purple flowers are going to start to grow on that plant. All right, when that flower is pollinated, the pod will form, and then inside the pod, the little beans will form. All right?
Very cool.
Yeah, and then once the plant is all dried out, of the plants we have here, in about September or October, the farmer is going to be able to harvest that plant.
With one of these, Katie?
Yes, exactly.
Okay, let me get it.
This right here is a combine, all right, with a grain head on it. So the farmer is going to drive down his field and is going to harvest the plant. The plant goes in here and it will collect all of the soybeans in the hopper, and then it will shoot out the rest of the plants and the leaves back into the field. Yeah, cool. And then the farmer, once he's all done harvesting, will be able to store those soybeans in a silo or a grain bin until they're ready to use them.
What do we use soybeans for?
All right, well, soybeans can be used for a lot of different things, primarily soy meal and soy oil. All right, the meal is used primarily for animal feed, all right, just like this.
What's mixed with the meal?
You can use like some corn and other vitamins, minerals, and that can be used to feed cattle, pigs, chickens, all different sorts of animals. All right, and then we also use in like granola bars.
Things that we eat.
Things that we eat, exactly. Granola bars, some cereal. All right. We also have the oil. All right, and the oil can be used in our kitchen as well to make like vegetable oil. All right.
And we use this to bake?
For baking, cooking, maybe soy sauce. All right, maybe put that on your rice. All right. Some of it can be made into margarine. Again, used for like making like cookies, cakes.
Right. Baking.
We can also have biodiesel.
Made from the oil?
From the oil, yes,
Wow.
exactly. So a majority of the school buses and the semis that you see drive on the road run off of biodiesel, which is a fuel, right? And it's actually a renewable fuel, which is much better for our environment. And look at the difference between regular diesel and our biodiesel.
Wow, a lot cleaner.
Much cleaner, so much better for our environment.
Very neat. Is oil used to make anything else?
Oh, yes it is. It's actually used to make non-edible items too, like hand sanitizer,
Cool.
crayons, and paint.
Look at this.
Oh, very interesting. Actually, some soy oil can be actually turned into textiles or fabrics, which people can use.
Amazing.
I know, isn't that so neat?
What is this?
Oh, well, this is one of my favorite snacks, Sue. This is,
It looks like soybeans.
yes, look it, it's edamame, all right? And you can eat those. I just eat them from the pod. You buy them frozen and you steam them up, and they're a great snack. They're really high in fiber and protein.
Yeah.
Some people can eat tofu. Is made out of soybeans
For protein, right?
for protein, and then we also have soy milk for non-dairy.
Yep.
All right.
Very cool. Well, speaking about all these things to eat, how about our recipe, Katie? Are we ready to make our recipe?
Not quite a recipe, but we have an experiment that we're going to use,
Cool.
and it's using soy lecithin.
Soy lecithin comes from soybeans?
Yeah, so food companies put soy lecithin into their ingredients to act as a natural emulsifier. And this helps the ingredients all blend together much easily.
Very cool.
Yeah.
And we have an experiment?
We do. I'm going to show you right now.
Okay.
All right. So, Sue, I'm going to give you, here's a cup of water, and I'm going to put 1 spoonful of cocoa into your cup.
Great.
All right?
So, am I supposed to stir it, Katie?
Oh, yeah, stir it.
Okay.
And I have a cup here, and I'm going
hold
to...
it?
Oh, she'll be great.
Okay.
And I'm going to put Nesquik into mine. And Nesquik has soy lecithin in it.
Cool. And they both make like a chocolate drink,
Yeah,
right?
chocolate drink.
Okay.
So let's stir it and see what
Okay.
happens.
Okay, I'm stirring mine. Stirring mine, Katie, but really nothing is happening. Look at how mine
Oh,
is still
yeah.
really powdery.
powdery.
Nothing's happening.
But look at mine.
Ah, it's all dissolved.
Yeah, because of the soy lecithin in the powder.
Wow.
That helps all the ingredients break down and mix together.
That is very cool.
Isn't that neat?
Yeah. Do you have any more experiments with soy lecithin, Katie?
I do. We have another experiment if you want to follow me over here.
Thank you.
Of course. All right, so right here I have a plate of milk and food coloring. And the molecules in the milk, or surface tension, holds the coloring in a blob. Like you see, they're not moving. When I add a bit of soy lecithin to the plate near the food coloring, look what happens.
Wow.
Look at that color spread out.
Cool.
Isn't that neat?
Yeah.
So the soy lecithin broke the surface tension of the milk, or broke the molecules apart, so the food coloring could mix in better.
Katie, that was a very neat experiment, and what a cool ingredient to come out of soybeans. But what about our recipe?
All right, well, we're actually going to make a recipe using Nesquik, which has soy
lecithin in it.
Exactly.
Very
We're
good.
going to make cuddle up cocoa in a bag.
Very cool.
Yes. So, as our trademark, we're going to make this in a bag, Sue.
Sounds good. I like that.
And the first ingredient we're going to use is this dried milk. This is kind of like milk that a dairy cow would produce, but all of the water has been removed. So you can store it in your pantry or in your cupboard for a long time.
Doesn't have to be refrigerated.
No, it doesn't.
Very
All right,
neat.
so we're going to put 3 cups of this into our bag.
Dry milk.
Dry milk, and it
Okay.
smells really good.
Mm-hmm.
The next ingredient we need is powdered sugar. You can also use regular sugar if you
Okay.
like, but I think powdered sugar makes it taste a little bit better. All right, and you're going to use 1.5 cups of powdered sugar. Next up, we have our coffee creamer.
That's going to make it really creamy.
Yeah, super yummy. All right, we're going to add 1.5 cups of coffee creamer. And then last but not least, we have our Nesquik, which has
Soy lecithin.
soy lecithin. Exactly. All right, and we need 2 cups of this.
Smells great.
Yes.
Wow, this is going to make a lot of cocoa, right?
Yes,
Katie?
exactly. So right now, we just made a cocoa mix that we can keep in this bag and use throughout the winter. Whenever we want a nice cup of cocoa.
It's all ready to go, huh?
Yeah, so right now we're just going to mix it all up. Get all those ingredients blended up. Pretty good.
What do we have to mix it with when it's ready?
Well, when you're ready to enjoy a cup of cocoa, all you need to do is pour yourself a cup of hot water.
Okay. Like heat it up in the microwave or
Yeah,
something?
heat up in the microwave or on the stove top maybe.
It's really hot.
Yeah, be careful. And then you're going to add 1 or 2 spoonfuls of your cocoa mix.
Ooh, and look at it, it's mixing right in.
Mhm. All right.
Oh, looks great.
Mm-hmm.
Put
Smells
a lot
good
in
too.
mine.
All right. I'll put a little extra in
Okay,
yours.
thanks.
All right.
How about like marshmallows? Can I
Oh,
put
of
marshmallows
course,
in?
yes. Don't forget your marshmallows. The best part.
Look, and it's mixed in perfectly.
Yes. All right, you can add marshmallows, sprinkles, whipped cream, whatever you desire.
Mm, it's really good.
That is
How
good.
about chocolate chips?
That would be delicious.
Mm.
All right.
Thanks, Katie, for the great recipe.
Of course. Enjoy your cocoa.
Thank you.
You're welcome. All right.
See you next time.
See you next time.
Bye-bye.
Bye.